Namaste, everyone. My name is Patti, and I'm going to guide you through your Yin Yoga practice today. So as I read our waivers, you would find a comfortable seated position on your mat, just starting to settle in. In order to make these classes as freely accessible as possible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of each class. Participation in this class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that might result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure that you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you are participating in a yoga class or a class that involves laying on the ground, we recommend using a mat. If you don't have one, please use a carpeted area. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical advice or care as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have a physical exam annually and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. So welcome, everyone. So as you settle in to the space, allowing yourself to let go of the morning, let go of anything you might be anticipating for the rest of your day. Taking your time right now to bring yourself into this present moment. As you notice the mind space, allowing yourself to truly do just that, just notice. Becoming the observer of what's going on. And then drawing your awareness into your physical body. Allow yourself to move from head to toe, and then toe to head. Noticing what's going on in the physical body and just honoring it. Allow yourself the opportunity to find some space in the body that just feels totally awesome right now. Maybe it's the tip of your nose. And then as you work your way through the rest of the body, moving up and down, front and back, left and right, allowing yourself to notice the sensations and the vibrations of the body. Once you've taken this full inventory of the body, and in the space of curiosity, not judgment, allow yourself to then move to noticing your breath. Just that beautiful natural rhythm of breath, not doing anything to change the breath. Allow yourself a moment to just notice all the attributes of the breath, the depth and length, any qualities you might want to add to the breath, texture, temperature. And then begin expanding the breath, deepening the inhales, lengthening the exhales. If you're seated in Sukhasana, taking a moment as you expand the breath to switch the legs out. Deepening the inhales, lengthening the exhales. Noticing the moments in breathless at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. If it feels right and comfortable, beginning to expand those moments in breathless also. Building the breath, stepping into this Viloma breath. Noticing subtle differences from the last time maybe you were on the mat. Building the breath. Making your way to your deepest inhale. Your longest moment in pause or breathless. Your longest exhale. And your second longest moment in breathless. And then take some time here to start to settle into a rhythm of breath that starts to turn on that place of peace and calm. A breath that's really comfortable for you. An inhale that gives you all the energy you need, and exhale that just lets the muscles soften. For many of us, that space is an even breath, but allow yourself a moment to just explore and find it. If an Ujjayi breath is in your practice and you're feeling the urge to add that in here, see if you can add it in as maybe a soft whisper. Take your time to find this breath, because this will be our breath for practice. As we move through both our yin and our yang poses, I challenge you to stay in this mindful breath, keeping that parasympathetic nervous system on throughout the poses. A few gentle reminders as we move through practice today. Remembering this is your practice, so everything that I say is truly just a suggestion. If your body is telling you to go someplace, listen to your body. Your body is truly your guru, your teacher. Listen to the sensations, listen to its connection to the breath. Then as you are ready, we are going to transition into our first pose today, which will be child's pose. As we move there, noting we're going to do it yin style, allow yourself a moment to release, remove any props that you might have been sitting on. Transitioning through maybe a tabletop. Maybe taking a cat and a cow if it feels right for you before you sink the hips towards the heels. Drawing the big toes together, maybe bringing the knees a little wider. Maybe the third eye reaches towards the mat, or maybe you have a blanket or a towel here to rest the third eye on. Staying in the beautiful breath you created, Allow yourself different options for the hands. Maybe starting out in a traditional balasana with the hands along the side of the body. Drawing the breath deeply into the back. Maybe today you're feeling the need to reach the arms out in front. Allowing yourself a little more activity. Taking a moment to just find that place for you. Settling into the rhythm of breath, noticing the breath's connection to the body. Allowing yourself to find the stillness of your posture. As you settle into that rhythm of breath, let the breath be truly the guide here, or the focus. If you begin to become distracted, maybe just noting inhale, noting exhale. The gentle reminders as we move throughout the practice. Moving into the yin poses, allowing yourself to explore what maybe 50% of the pose looks like for you in stillness. Opening up the connective tissue, allowing the muscles to relax. Taking the time to explore the body as we did in the beginning of class in each posture, seeing if you can note the sensations and vibrations you feel. See if on your exhales you can soften those spaces just a little more. And then lastly, the reminder, as we move through practice, moving from pose to pose, if it feels right in your body to stay in the pose a little longer, you're welcome to do that. And as we prepare to transition out of this posture, taking your time to mindfully note your breath and allowing the movement of the body to mirror the breath, taking your time to draw the hands underneath the shoulder heads from wherever they might be at. Taking time to mindfully place the hands on the floor, spreading the fingers wide, and then drawing yourself up into a tabletop from here. Taking time to adjust the knees so that they're underneath the hips. Maybe coming up onto those toes, opening the feet just a little bit. Maybe moving through some cow and cat, or cat and cow if your body is calling for that. Allowing yourself whatever mindful movement here allows you to release any tension within. Maybe it's extending a leg long on the mat. Maybe it's rocking hips side to side. Tune in, listen. Then making your way to stillness here. You're going to, as slowly as you can, start to just slither down the mat. Bringing your abs down to the mat. Bringing right hand to the center of the mat. Left hand on top. Third eye on top of that left hand. Rock the hips side to side. And allow those hip points to be pointing directly down to the mat. Take a moment here to lengthen the spine. Come back to the breath, maybe noticing the restriction of the breath. Allowing yourself to lengthen the legs if you need to, coming up onto the toes, push through the heels, and then draw the tops of the feet back down to the mat. From here, bringing awareness to the lower back. Seeing what you can do to maybe find some comfort there. If you need to, let the legs come a little wider, let that happen. And then making a conscious decision from this crocodile posture, if this is truly enough for you today. If it is, you're welcome to stay here. If you'd like to add on, you're going to start to draw the elbows in underneath the shoulder head. Forearms are out on the mat. Palms reaching towards the front of the mat. As you lift yourself up, drawing hands to elbows, making sure you've got that straight line from shoulder to elbow, and then drawing hands back out in front as we begin to settle into our Sphinx posture. Allow the spine to lengthen, so keep the chin neutral. Have some mild core awareness as you just lengthen the spine. Taking a moment to let the shoulders relax back and down. And settling into stillness. Again, throughout this posture, noticing, where are we at? Connection of breath and body together. Are we able to find that stillness? As the body begins to open up, making minor adjustments in the posture. Reminding ourselves to relax the shoulders. As you're more than halfway done here, if you're feeling as if you've reached a point where this is not enough for you, a few options to deepen the posture. You're welcome to bend at the knees with flexion in the feet, drawing the ankles over the knees. If you have those knees bent, mindfully you're going to lower them back down to the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. You're going to draw awareness into the left hand, bringing it to center first, right hand on top. Start to walk the elbows out so the third eye is coming back to the mat again. You're going to take an inhale and an exhale here. And then from this space, you're going to draw the arms out to cactus arms. And then allow the right cheek to find the mat. Settling in. Noticing the shifts and changes in the body. Relaxing the shoulders back and down. Noting as the spine or the back body begins to open, you may need to make some minor adjustments, allowing that to happen. And if that means lifting that cheek up off the mat and lengthening the spine, let it happen. From this space now, on an inhale, you're going to lift that right cheek up and bring the third eye to the mat. Take an exhale here, and then inhale the left cheek to the mat. Same thing on this side, noting the differences, right versus left. Relax the shoulders as best you can. You're more than halfway done here. Just noting right versus left. What's going on in the neck? What's going on in the back? And just be curious, not judgmental. Couple more breaths here. Again, making adjustments as needed as you open up. And then on an inhale, you're going to lift the head up. You're going to bring the third eye back to the mat. You're gonna draw the hands now from your cactus or goalpost arms to underneath the shoulder head. You're going to bring awareness into the legs, and you're going to draw the legs back underneath the hips if they were wide. From this space now, you're going to press into the hand. And as slowly as you can, you're going to make your way back to another child's pose. This child's pose allows your body to tell you where it needs to go. Maybe the knees want to come wide, but maybe they want to be close together. Let the arms tell you where they need to be in this child's pose also. Spreading the fingers wide as we come into the second child's pose, letting the hands get a nice deep stretch. Wherever your child's pose is, draw the breath into that back body just a little bit more. See if you can relax the shoulder blades. See if maybe with the breath you can get some movement of the shoulder blades. Maybe drawing them out a little as you inhale and the rib cage opens up. And then as you exhale, just let them soften back in. Allowing this movement with the breath. Then after a few rounds up in the shoulder blades, allow yourself to draw awareness down into your pelvis. See if you can get the pelvis to have that same movement mirroring the shoulders and the chest. Inhale as the lungs fill and the thoracic cavity moves. See if you can get the pelvis to reach out. Allowing some more space in the low back. Couple more rounds of breath here. And then drawing awareness back into those hands. Walk the hands slightly forward so you can pull yourself back up and set up a tabletop. With the fingers spread nice and wide. Knees under hips. Again, allow yourself some movement here to explore. Maybe cow and cat. Staying in your beautiful breath. Maybe you're adding some cat or cow bows in, a little more movement. Maybe you're feeling the urge or the need to tuck the toes, stretching the feet a little bit. Maybe after a few rounds of movement, you're feeling the need to add a down dog in. Let that happen naturally. Adding some movement in if you go there with your breath. And then dynamically maybe adding in cat and cow with down dog. A little cat dog. Let your breath be the guide to the movement here. A few more rounds. And then making your way back to the stillness of your tabletop. If your feet aren't already tucked, allow the toes to tuck and walk the hands back and draw your awareness to all 10 toes. Make sure they're all touching the mat, separating the toes nice and wide. We're going to open up the feet. Settling back into your breath. Remembering if it's too intense to have the shoulders over the hips, you can always bring the hands down to the mat. Make sure you spread the fingers nice and wide if you go there. You can always come down onto the forearms. Also, if you come to this space, see if you can have some awareness of lengthening the spine too. We're almost finished here. See if on your next few exhales, you can just soften any spaces that need softening. Then drawing the hands to the mat, if they're not already there, you're going to make your way to a tabletop and stretch the feet out long onto the mat to start. And then if it feels right to add some yogi tapping in, go ahead and go there. And then from here, we're going to make our way down on the mat. We're going to shift the legs either to the right or the left. And mindfully as you can, you're going to recline down onto the mat. From this space, you're going to take a moment or two to just let the spine get long. You're going to bring the pelvis to neutral. So if that means you need to bring your feet to the floor and just do a gentle tuck of the pelvis, let that happen. Then draw the arms along the side of the body. Let the legs come long. As you breathe in and out, you're going to draw awareness to the spine. Let the spine just lengthen. If the palms are facing down, take a moment to just let the palms face up and notice the difference. Draw some awareness into your abdomen. See if you can just lift the navel slightly, a little core engagement. And then as the spine lengthens, make the necessary adjustments. From this space, we're going to bring our feet to the floor. Knees are facing up. Feet are about hip width distance. And then you're going to heel toe the feet together so the soles of the feet come together. The knees are going to come out to the sides as you come into a reclined butterfly here. Knowing you can use your props if you would like to rest underneath the knees if that feels right. And then just allow yourself time to settle in here. Once you have found that comfort in the hips, take the opportunity to let the arms go where they might naturally want to go. Maybe it's out to a T or cactus arms, maybe a square over the head. Finding that space that's right for you. Come back to your breath. Where is it at? See if on the next few inhales and exhales, you can soften some space in the body that's speaking to you. Then drawing awareness to your hands from wherever they are, you're going to bring them underneath your legs. Letting the hands do the work here, you're going to draw the knees back up and hug the knees into the chest. Placing the hands on the shins, you're going to start to draw some circles with the knees. Whichever direction you decide to go, do 3 rounds, stopping in center and reversing. After 3 rounds, finding stillness back in center, you're going to just float the feet back to the floor. Allow yourself a moment to let the feet ground into the floor. Ankles underneath knees. Knees are about hip distance apart, and the hands are resting along the side of the body, palms down. Nice external rotation of the shoulders. And then just come back to your breath. Noting inhale and exhale. And then if you'd like here, starting to add some dynamic movement in here. Moving through some dynamic bridges, inhaling, lifting the hips up, exhaling, articulating the spine, lowering the pelvis down. Continue moving through this dynamic rhythm. Noting the hips and pelvis stop at the top of the inhale and then at the bottom of the exhale, they're placed back on the mat. Continue moving through 3 to 5 rounds here. Adding in any other movement that might feel right to you. Maybe adding the arms up and overhead. And then the next time you make your way to everything touching the mat, just pause here. Taking time to notice. And then drawing awareness into the right leg. You're going to lift the right leg up off the floor, bend at the knee, and make your way into a figure four here, crossing that shin over the left quad. Flexion in the left foot. And take a moment to notice the hip points. Make sure they're nice and even here. Spine is relaxed and on the mat. Draw awareness into that left foot and just ground a little bit more with that left foot. Pressing in that big left toe a little more. And then if it feels right to take the right hand and just place it on that right inner thigh. Let that happen. From this space, take the left arm and draw it out to a T. If it feels right to take the right arm out to a T, go ahead and go there. And then with awareness of that right foot, you're going to start to draw the right foot down to the floor. We're coming into a twist here. That right knee is still pointing up towards the ceiling. You're just rolling over that outer edge of the left foot. Taking a couple moments to settle in here. Draw the awareness to that right foot. Press that right big toe into the floor just a little bit more. Keeping the gaze up at the ceiling here. Make sure the shoulders are on the mat. Some slight core engagement as you explore this twist. Notice the sensations and the vibrations. Then drawing awareness back to the legs. On an inhale, staying in your figure four, you're going to lift that right foot back up, drawing yourself back up into the reclined figure four. Bringing the hands back along the side of the body from here. Drawing awareness into that right foot. You're going to reach the right foot up towards the ceiling, still with the flexion in the foot, and just begin rolling that ankle right and left. Pausing in stillness, point and flex that foot. And then with the foot pointed, allow yourself to spread the toes wide. Hug the toes in. And then putting that flexion back in the foot as slowly as you can. Draw that heel down to the mat, leg long. Once the heel makes it to the mat, just rock that leg side to side. And then draw that right foot to the floor, knee facing up. As we move to the other side, you're going to lift that left leg up. Bending at the knee, flexion of the foot, finding that figure on this side. Taking your time to settle in here, draw awareness to that right foot. Pressing a little deeper into that foot. A little mild core engagement here. Making sure the hips are even, if it feels right to have that left hand on that inner left thigh. Then making a conscious decision what we're doing with the arms here. Cactus, T. As you're ready, drawing awareness to that right foot. Rolling to that outer edge, or I'm sorry, left foot. Rolling to the outer edge of the right foot, drawing left foot to the floor. We're coming into that twist again. Sorry about that, everyone. As the left foot settles onto the floor, remember that left knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. So you're just in a reclined figure four. You're on that outer edge of the right foot. As with the left foot, you're just going to press in just a little bit more. All 5 of those toes are on the mat. Gaze is up at the ceiling. Make sure the shoulders are on the mat. Chin is nice and neutral. You've got that mild core engagement. Exploring the difference, right versus left now. As you settle in, is there any space you can soften? On an exhale. Then preparing to move here. Drawing awareness into that left foot on an inhale, rolling over that right foot, bringing that right foot back to the floor. Flexion in that left foot. Settle the right foot in. As you lift the left leg up, hands are going to come down along the side of the body. Roll that ankle out. Going right and left. Pointing and flexing. And then spreading the toes nice and wide. Hugging the toes in, couple rounds of that. And then finding that flexion in the foot and drawing that left leg down. Long, as slow as you can. Taking your time to find that heel on the mat. Once it makes it there, just rocking that leg right and left. Then bringing that left foot back to the floor, knee facing up. We're gonna hug the knees up into the chest, but we're gonna put our hands on our hamstrings. You're going to relax the triceps down onto the mat if that's available to you. And it might require a little bit more external rotation of the shoulders here. From this space, you'll start to separate the knees. Maybe drawing the knees in a little bit closer to the armpits. Then from here, putting a little flexion in the feet. Then drawing the knees and ankles up, moving into a happy baby if that feels right to you. Remembering our options for happy baby. If it doesn't feel right to reach for the feet, you can hold on to the ankles or the shins. Taking a moment in total stillness here. See if you can draw some awareness into your tailbone. See if you can relax the pelvis on the mat just a little bit more. And then if it feels right, then from that space, starting to add in a little bit of movement, maybe rocking side to side. Wherever you're at, see how much relaxation you can put in the shoulder blades and the pelvis. If you're in movement, come back to center, find stillness. Gently releasing the hands from wherever they are in the body. You're going to lift the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Flexion in the feet, rolling the ankles one more time. And then mindfully bending at the knees, letting the feet float to the floor. And finding your shape for Shavasana, whatever that might be today. And then taking the time here as you settle into your Shavasana to just come back to that beautiful breath. Allowing yourself to find any of the props that you need to find that comfort. Maybe it's as simple as covering yourself with a blanket. And then just noticing the breath. Notice the sensations, the vibrations that you created in practice today. And then allowing yourself just this time to come into stillness. Knowing all your hard work is done. So the only thing left to do is to just be. As you hear the sound of the singing bowl, Just allowing yourself to start drawing your awareness back into the space you're in. Noticing your breath, allowing yourself the opportunity to draw in deeper inhales, longer exhales. As you bring in more breath to the body, just allowing yourself the opportunity to have subtle movement as your body calls for it. Maybe it's a wiggle of fingers or toes, but maybe it's a shrug of the shoulders or flexing and extending the feet. And then as you're ready, as you deepen the breath and it feels right to take a full body stretch, let that just happen naturally. As that happens, let yourself move right and left, explore the openings you've created within the body. And then as you're ready to roll to your right side, just let that happen. Coming into that fetal position, that yoga egg, using maybe the arm on the right side as a cradle or pillow for the head. And if today it feels right to just curl into a little bit more of a ball, go there. This space of new beginnings is truly the final seal of your practice today. So taking just this extra moment here. As you're ready to draw awareness to the left hand, spread those fingers nice and wide. Letting that left hand drift down to either the floor or the mat in front of you, and taking a moment to just let that hand settle in. Feeling your beautiful strength. Knowing that strength is always there within. It's just waiting for you to call upon it. As you're ready to put a little bit more weight into that left hand, go ahead and press yourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Lengthening the spine, reaching the crown of the head. Feeling into the benefits of practice. And if you'd like to meet me with hands at heart center, I welcome you to do so. I thank you all so much for the privilege of guiding you through practice today. I hope the benefits of practice follow you into the rest of your day. May you all be happy, may you be safe, may you walk this earth always in loving kindness, at peace, in good health, and always at ease. From my heart to all of your hearts, namaste, yogis. Thank you all so much. I wish you a wonderful day. I miss seeing all your shining faces, and I can't wait till we can see ourselves again soon.